surge on Thursday. It's better. I can go here now instead of here. I can go there. If I have surgery, it's going to be in the fall.
I can only say I've only been watching DC, of course, but like, I mean, there's no way that no, there have been. I mean, it's still.
I think we have too, but it's still, it's tough. Like I said, obviously you guys, you know, your consistent seem to be really down right in the city. Kind of saying, I mean, I'm not putting any in the same what's in the house.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tom Glen High School, home of the Grizzlies. Tonight's game will feature the Eastview Patriots against the Glen Grizzlies. But before we get started with tonight's game, the Grizzly baseball team would like to welcome all of you to First Responder Night. The Grizzlies would like to welcome of our first responders that are here tonight for tonight's game. As we all know, the importance of all of our first responders in our lives. We know we can't live life without them. We appreciate your service to our community. Thank you very much. We appreciate your service. Throwing out the first pitch tonight will be Keegan Palmer, along with his compadres, Dustin Wolbus and Nick Popovic. Come on out to the pitcher's mound, fellas, and we'll have AJ pitch. Throwing out the first pitch tonight. I understand he may have a little pitching ability. He played high school baseball, I understand. All right, great pitch there, Keegan. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks again for all you do for us. We appreciate your service. again to tonight's ball game between the Eastview Patriots and the Glen Grizzlies. Both teams are 8 and 14 overall and 1 and 7 in 5A district play. Last time these two teams met over in Georgetown, we had a heck of a game, a walk-off. Here's the roster for the Eastview Patriot baseball team. Walter. Number 12, Patrick Reyes. 16, Andrew Godness. 17, Aaron Bellows. 21, Hector Perez. And 22, John Dockery. Here's your starting lineup for the Patriots.
He's got a concentrator, so yeah, it's a portable concentrator.
Little tech. Microphone want to work. Leading Berkeley. Number 14, Gary Torres. Number 2, Ryan Pullen. Number 15, Rendell Ellis, the left fielder. Number 13, Joe Quintelnilla, the catcher. Number 5, Logan Niederhauser, the right fielder. Number 8, Daniel Boyer, will be playing shortstop. Here's your lineup for the Glen Grizzlies, or the roster, excuse me. Number 2, Logan Worley. Number 3, Austin Wilson. Number 7, Justin Koreshi. Number 8, Jake Houghton. Number 9, Joseph Tredemeyer. Number 13, Shane Monahan. Number 19, Jackson Dunaway. Number 20, Heath McCormick. And number 21, Ruben Cantu. Here's your starting lineup, please. Number 1, Luke Berryhill, the shortstop. Number 22, Holden Harris will be playing left field. Number 11, Brett Hall, center fielder. Number 10, AJ Click will be doing the catching. Number 15, Campbell Krizwanski will be doing the pitching and DHing tonight. Number 12, Vincent Henry playing third base. Number 6, Rome Foronado playing first base. Number 5, Ethan Toller playing second base. And in right field, number 14, Ethan Berubman. The Grizzlies are coached by Zach Darling, Alberto Guzman, Zach Tatro, Tobin Schneider. And now if you would stand, please stand. The flag is over the Grizzly dugout to the right, down the first base line. concession stand over there. They got everything over there for your needs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Glen High School. We've got another installment of Eastview Baseball coming up for you. We are sorry about the late start. We are deep into a weather delay here, finally getting started here about half an hour late at 7:30. It'll be number 15, Campbell Krishwanski, on the mound for the Glen Grizzlies and for your Eastview Patriots. Ben Berglund getting the start here tonight on the bump. He will also be leading things off. Had a little bit of technical difficulties from the home press box, not able to quite get the rosters read out all the way. I do have a little discrepancy in the Glen one that I want to make sure before I get it read out, but I have your Patriots roster here. I'll go ahead and take you through it as Krishwanski is on the mound getting warmed up. It's Ben Berglund, Tyler Huerta. Well, excuse me, I'll go through positions as well. Berglund, the starting pitcher. Center fielder, Tyler Huerta. Hitting third, the third baseman, Jesus Santana. First baseman, Gary Torres. Ryan Pullen, second base, batting fifth. The left fielder today, Rendell Ellis, batting sixth. Joe Quintanilla back into the lineup after taking Saturday off. He will be the catcher, of course. Logan Niederhauser getting the start in right, and Daniel Boyer rounding out the starting lineup at shortstop. For Glen, leading off will be the shortstop, number 1, Luke Berryhill. Then the left fielder, Holden Harris. Brett Hall, the center fielder. A.J. Click, the catcher, and Click was an absolute monster behind the plate in the first meeting between these two. Krishwanski on the bump to get started. It's Vincent Henry. Rome Foranato, number 5, Ethan Toller, and Ethan Baruman. So those are your 9 for each squad. No one using a DH here today. There's Berryhill out at shortstop. As on our roster, I do believe that is Ethan Toller playing second base, but that was our discrepancy. We do have, Glenn did change their numbers around, so we're going to go ahead and operate with the roster that we have. Vincent Henry playing third base today. Fornato, that'll make him first base. So Ben Berglund comes up to the plate. Berglund, the right-hander, going to get us started here. Here's the pitch. Takes the first one. That catches the zone. That's strike 1. Swansea taking his time here. Comes set, takes the pitch. Berglund down 0-2 after taking both of the first 2 pitches. That one catching the outside corner of the strike zone. The Patriot leadoff hitter is down 0-2 in the count. Swansea looks down, and this pitch bounced in the dirt before it even got to the batter circle there. So an easy layoff on the 0-2 pitch. Last time that these two teams met was back at the home ballpark for the Patriots. That was an absolutely crazy game. Joe Quintanilla walked it off in the bottom of the 7th. It was 18-17. The barn in that game was burnt. But now Berglund fouling that one out. He's got a ball and 2 strikes. Get a better idea of things, make sure we have the rosters correct, as it's been a frantic time getting set up here in this rain delay. It started hailing by the time we got out here, as that one's lifted into right field, and that'll be down for a base hit. Ben Berglund leads us off, gets us started. 1 runner on first base with a single.
Here's Tyler Huerta, center fielder.
Brings the center fielder Tyler Huerta to the plate. Go ahead and turn that down. Santana is on deck. Tyler looking to get back on the right side of things, as he's been a little cold behind the plate as of late. He went 0 for 2 on Saturday in a game the Patriots would like to forget. They've got an opportunity to bounce back against a team with an identical record, both of them 1-7. Marble Falls also still at 1-7, so Eastview with a chance to make their way out of the bottom spot and leave it to those two teams. Tyler with a 1-0 count after the throw over to Berglund. Ben taking a sizable lead there off of first base. Maybe get aggressive here in the first inning, as that one's going to miss high for ball 2.
No strikes.
2-0. Berglund at first base. The runner's going to go. Huerta going to swing on it. That's a nice hit and run, perfectly executed. That'll be down into right field. Tyler Huerta, back-to-back singles to get us started as Berglund on the hit and run advances from first to third. And that's just perfectly executed by Eastview.
Here's Jesus Santana, the third baseman.
It's Krishwanski.
Gary Torres on deck.
Does not have the reputation for a lot of power behind his arm. He can pitch, he can locate, he's got good command, but he doesn't throw very hard. Now Santana up, taking the first pitch. That misses the outside corner. Ball 1. Santana 0 for 2 on Saturday. Just a line out and a ground out for him. 1-0 with runners on the corners. Went around on the check swing. That's strike 1.
Ball and a strike to Santana.
Santana looking to put the Patriots on top with a hit into the outfield here. There are a lot of ways to score this run, either with this batter or with the concurrent batters in this inning. Still got plenty of space to work with. Runners on the corners with nobody out is a beautiful place to be here in the top of the first inning. Not often that Eastview's been able to strike first. Here's the 2-1. Santana takes a big cut at that, waves at it. That's strike 2. Count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes apiece.
That is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Santana. Gary Torres on deck.
Correct. The 2-2, Krishwanski. The runner goes. That's going to miss high. The throw down is not going to be in time. Tyler Huerta into second base with a steal. Excuse me, a stolen base. That's 2 in the inning. Well, not quite, as Berglund did take off on the hit and run, but that one not in a place where Jesus was able to take a swing at it well above his head. 3-2. So a full count, 2 in scoring position for the 3-hole hitter, third baseman Jesus Santana, as he swings and misses at it. That's strike 3, first out of the inning. Goes on a strikeout. Brings up Gary Torres, who's 0 for 2. Struck out
Here's Gary Torres.
on Saturday.
Gary's the first baseman tonight. Ryan Pullen on deck.
As we'll have a quick meeting at the mound between Click and Krishwanski. As 14, another left-handed batter stepping to the plate. And the first baseman, Gary Torres. First pitch to him is going to find the zone. That's strike 1 to Gary. Another day with no Patrick Reyes in the lineup. You assume either he or Niederhauser will get the start this coming Friday, as that one's going to skip in the dirt. Good job by Click to stop that thing. But now a ball and a strike to Gary.
That's 1-1 to Gary Torres. Nice block by A.J. Click.
Krishwanski comes set. Looking in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. As that swung on, fouled out of play. Glen High School, one of the newer ones in the area. Only been around for about 5 or 6 years, as far as I can recall. Has got some noise underway in the softball game between Glen and Cedar Park, as that's a swing and a miss, strike three, 2 in a row for Campbell Krishwanski.
That's the second out of the inning. 2 strikeouts now for Krishwanski.
Established 2016.
Ryan Pullen, the second baseman. Rendell Ellis on deck.
Is that one going to get away? The runners aren't going to be able to advance on it, though. Was Ryan Pullen is at the plate now with a 1-0 count. First year was 16-17. That's what, my junior year. Huh. This really hadn't been around for very long. There's the 1-0 to Pullen. As he swings in this one, this is going to be down for a base hit. That should score one. Huerta being held up at third base. And that's a good call as Flick was there and the throw was on the mark from the left fielder Holden Harris. So Ryan Pullen solving some of his woes behind the plate. We did go 1 for 2 against Liberty Hill. One of the only hits for Eastview in that game. Did also have a strikeout, but for now, he has given the Eastview Patriots the lead as Ben Berglund comes home and he advances Huerta over to third base. Rendell Ellis was really starting to figure it out for himself behind the plate. Had a double. The only extra base hit for Eastview, also reached on a walk. So 1 for 1, reaching safely both of his at-bats. But now Ellis has an 0-1 count with runners on the corners and 2 outs here in the top of the first. Eastview does have a 1 aboard. As this one's chopped, that'll go to the second baseman. The throw over will be in time to get Rendell Ellis for out number 3, but not before Eastview scores. 3 singles in the first inning is enough to bring 1 run home. And we head now to the home half of the second inning. It'll be Berry Hill, Harris, and Hall due up for Glen right after this.
Patriots managed to get a run there in the top of the first on 3 hits.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today. What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Back in it, Ben Berglund on the mound for your Patriots in this one. We know we've seen Ben plenty in relief, but haven't seen him to start. I believe this is the second start for him since we've started broadcasting games. First one against Liberty Hill at their place. Inconsistency has marked Berglund's pitching here, as some of these relief appearances of his, he's locked down and others can't quite seem to find the zone. Struggles with hitting batters sometimes. But now, he is getting started already with a lead. 3 base hits for Eastview there in the first inning. As first pitch swing is going to be fouled back off the helmet of Quintanilla. That's strike 1. Berglund. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, as that's going to miss high. 1-1. Don't imagine that it's possible that we have as high a scoring game we did last time, but this one, a little cue shot into center field. Huerta coming on, playing shallow, as he tends to do. As well hit, but Tyler Huerta there. That's out number 1.
Catch by the center fielder. That's the first out.
Brings up Holden Harris.
Here's Holden Harris, the left fielder, number 22.
Got it.
Number 11, Brett Hall on deck.
It's Berry Hill, Harris, and Hall due up in this one as that first pitch to Holden Harris. Going to miss the zone. So a 1-0 count to the left fielder. The 1-0 pitch. That's going to miss outside. That's ball 2.
Two balls to Harris.
Been able to retire his first batter. Now struggling here with the second, a 3-0 count. The 3-0, and we have one catch in the outside corner of the strike zone. That one looked to be off the plate, but Berglund gets the call. Good job by Quintanilla to try and frame it. Now the 3-1 count. Berglund coming back quickly as that's going to be ball 4. That one, to me, had more of an argument than the last pitch, but either way, it's ball 4.
Here's Brett Hall, the center fielder.
Brings up Brett Hall, the center fielder. A.J. Click, the catcher, is on deck with a 1 aboard here in the bottom of the first inning. One on, one out. Berglund, first pitch of the at-bat's going to miss low for ball 1. A.J. Click on deck, hit a grand slam the first time that these two played to tie up the game, I believe in the 5th. As that's going to miss as well, 2-0. Berglund comes set, looks in. The 2-0. That one on the outside corner. He's kind of pushing him over to that outside corner there. That's where most of his pitches have been here in the bottom of this first inning. Going to try and get the runner. A slow move there from the mound for Berglund, so easy does it for Holden back in to first base. Quintanilla back behind the plate, didn't play on Saturday. As the runner's going to go, this one's going to miss. It's going to get all the way to the backstop, so free base for Holden Harris.
Stolen base for Harris. 3 balls and a strike now to Brett.
Now 3 balls and a strike to Brett Hall.
A.J. Click, the catcher, on deck.
You don't want to put too many on for A.J. Click. He has an excellent swing, as here's the 3-1. As that swung on, lifted high, that's going to get out of play. That'll get over the bleachers.
3 balls and 2 strikes on that foul ball.
As I'm sure there'll be plenty to go and shag after this game. Yeah, Hector Perez will go ahead and go do it now. Here's the full count. This one swung on, lifted high into the air. That one may stay fair. Looks like it will. Quintanilla comes back and it just clips off of his glove, as you can see. As that'll be a foul ball instead of out number 2. Hall will stay alive here. He has another chance. Has 2 good competitive pitches for Ben Berglund there. And good job by Brett Hall to just fight him off. Hall looking potentially to drive in Harris or just get on himself there at first base. Berglund checks the runner at second base. Here's the 3-2. That one upstairs for ball 4. Now 2 walks in the inning for Ben Berglund, bringing up A.J. Click. Runners on first and second.
First and second now. Here's A.J. Click.
Go ahead run now aboard here. Still plenty of time to go in this one, obviously.
2 long home runs in his last game against Eastview over in Georgetown. That included a grand slammer.
Berglund, here's the pitch. Strike 1. It's a good start. Go be aggressive. Try and get that inside corner against Click. Berglund successful in that attempt. Here's the 0-1. That's chopped to the shortstop. Good pick by Boyer. The throw over is in time for out number 1. Or excuse me, for out number 2. That's an excellent play to get that. It was very low to the ground on the pick for Daniel Boyer. He's flashing the leather as he is showing why he belongs in the starting lineup, why he belongs over there at shortstop. But the runners do advance. Hall to second, Harris now to third. As a 6-3 ground out for A.J. Click. Brings up Krishwanski. Campbell takes that one on the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Campbell trying to help himself here right now.
Now the pitcher trying to give himself a lead as he gets going to head back to the mound as he swings on it and is going to foul it out of play. Can't quite do it.
Now 1-1 to Campbell. 2 down here at the bottom of the first. 1-0. Patriots.
Ball and a strike. Krishwanski with a chance. With runners in scoring position. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Ben Berglund looking in. Here's the 1-1. That's going to miss high. So now 2 balls and a strike to Campbell Krishwanski. Berglund delivers. That's a strike. Beautiful pitch there for Berglund. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Still got 1 to work with. Open bag there at first. The 2-2. High for ball 3. Count goes full. Runners will have to stay put.
Got a full count, Campbell.
A full count to the pitcher. Also hitting in the lineup here, of course. Now here's the payoff pitch as that's swung on and fouled off down the third base side. Another 3-2 coming from Berglund. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Ben Berglund got him swinging to end the bottom of the first inning. A couple of walks is all that Glenn is able to muster as we now head to the second inning. It's the top half coming for Rendell Ellis, Joe Quintanilla, and Logan Niederhauser right after this.
No hits and 2 left for the Grizzlies in the bottom of the first.
Hey, high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
Back into it for the top of the second inning. Randall Ellis has really started to figure it out at the plate after struggling early. As he's scooted up in the order, is usually kind of stuck down there around 8 or 9. He's all the way up to 6 here, which is where 1 spot above where he was against Liberty Hill. Daniel Boyer still hasn't quite found a place for himself in the batting order as hit leadoff. He's also hit 9th. That's where he is tonight. Seen him all over, either right there at the top or towards the back. And he'll be towards the back here tonight.
Leading off here in the top of the second, Patriots number 13, Joe Quintanilla.
So it actually, 7-8-9, missed the Ellis out and write it down. As now 1-0 getting started to Joe Quintanilla. As this one's hit high into the air, this one hopefully will get out of play for Quintanilla to stay alive, and it will, right into the visitor bullpen. Berglund up, throwing a few pitches. We're having some issues with the scoreboard. I believe it's 1-1 to Joe Quintanilla. And Ellis, yeah, he grounded out to end the first inning over at second base. But now 0-2 to Quintanilla. As he takes this one, that one misses outside. Niederhauser will be on deck for Eastview.
2 balls and a strike for the batter.
Ooh, this one well inside us. Yeah, we're having some issues out at the scorer's table.
3-1.
That'll make it a 3-1 count. It was 1-0, then 1-1, then 2-1, and now 3-1. So that's where we're at with Quintanilla. Having all sorts of trouble with this at-bat. Feeling very discombobulated as we get started late. So a leadoff walk to Joe Quintanilla. That's back-to-back leadoff hitters for Eastview, getting aboard Ben Berglund with a single, Joe Quintanilla with a walk. And with that, we should see Ben Berglund again in this inning. Niederhauser.
The shortstop on deck, Daniel Boyer.
Haven't seen Logan in a few games. He did get the start against Leander, but he was not in the lineup for that. Because when he's been in the batting order, Logan has been pretty productive. He's going to try and bunt. Can't get it down. And the throw over is not going to be in time as Niederhauser whiffed on the bunt. And the throw was just a little bit wide. If that was closer towards second base instead of the Glenn dugout, it's probably an out. And by the way, that's Hector Perez running the bases for Joe Quintanilla, the catcher. And you know that rule by now. Courtesy runners for pitchers and catchers. Perez with a big lead as that one's going to miss. That's a ball and a strike now to Logan.
1-1 the count.
Even count. Krishwanski. Both of these pitchers working pretty slow here. As it's a breezy day out in Leander. Had some rain, had some hail before we could get these guys back out onto the field and get warm for this evening's contest. So I'll certainly take it. Get some extra hours. The 1-1. That's going to miss. That's ball 2. The Glenn fan base not too happy with the zone here in the top half of the second inning. But Niederhauser now looking at 2-1.
Nobody down.
Daniel Boyer singled and struck out against Liberty Hill. He is on deck. Perez with a good lead. That swung on, lifted foul. Count evens up. Niederhauser looking for the first base hit of the inning for the Eastview Patriots. As he won't swing at that one misses outside. The count goes full, 3-2. See if Perez wants to take off after this one.
Count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
As it doesn't come through too well on the screen, but a beautiful pink sunset here as that one's fouled off and Perez did indeed go. A lovely sunset as those storm clouds are drifting further and further away, as we certainly appreciate that. We are sitting outside with no cover, so we couldn't broadcast in the rain with all of our equipment. Here's another 3-2, is another foul ball for Logan Niederhauser. Stadium sort of facing north by northeast. Pretty much due northeast, actually. Here's the 3-2 again, as that's a swing and a miss. The runner's going to go. The tag is in time, but not on the mark, as Hector Perez will be in safe at second base. That one just pulled Luke Berryhill a little bit too far towards the shortstop side. And now, that's one out with the strikeout to Logan Niederhauser. Berglund on deck. Boyer with his first at-bat. Looking to keep the hitting streak going. So that one misses upstairs to Daniel. 1-0. One on, one out. Runner in scoring position for the Patriot shortstop. Here's the pitch. He lifts into center field. This one pretty much right at the center fielder, but a good piece of contact for Daniel Boyer for out number 2. Good swing, good crack of the bat, but won't be enough to advance the runner. Brings Ben Berglund to the plate, who is 1 for 1 today. Had a single, came around to score the only run in the game. Now with some speed on the base paths, have to think anything into the outfield. With 2 outs, very well brings home Perez. Ben looking to make it a multi-hit game in just 2 at-bats. Misses the zone there. That's ball 1. Krishwanski. Campbell Krishwanski looking to get out of this second inning without any more damage than the runner there at second base. As Berglund going to swing at this one, got around on it just a bit late. Tried to pull it the other way, but it goes foul.
Ball a strike to Ben here, top of the second, 2 away.
Tyler Huerta looking for his second at-bat in as many innings. Ben Berglund swings at this one. It won't get by the shortstop. Makes the play. The throw over from Berryhill is in time. That's a nifty defensive play by the Glen shortstop, and that'll do it for us here in the top of the second inning. Moving much quicker through that one. A much better defensive inning for Glen, as all Eastview is able to muster is a lead-off walk. We head now to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Grizzlies right after this.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community, and enjoy the game.
It's a beautiful evening at Leander. Perfect night for some baseball. It's been a hot day. When it rained, it just got real steamy and nasty out here, so glad to have the sun down with less heat and glad to have the rain gone. It's about 80 degrees here.
The third baseman, number 12, Vincent Henry. The first baseman, number 6, Rome Foreignato on deck. Ethan Toller in the hole.
So Vincent Henry with his first at bat of the game takes it high and tight. That's ball one. So tough for Berglund having to go right from the plate to the mound. The 1-0. That catches his zone. That's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike to Henry.
Henry looking for the first hit for Glenn. The 1-1. Foul back. Ball and 2 strikes now. Is Ben Berglund in command? Eastview looking for a clean inning. The 1-2. That'll miss well outside, and they'll count even 2-2.
Balls and 2 strikes to Henry.
Fouled off again. That's a ball and 2 strikes.
Coronado, the first baseman, on deck.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's the second strikeout for Ben Berglund.
That's the first out.
He's got the first out here in the bottom of the second inning. Going to go ahead and bring up Rome Coronado.
Strikeout for Berglund tonight.
Coronado coming up for his first at-bat here this evening.
Coronado.
Rome playing at first base for Glenn.
Ethan Toller on deck.
First pitch of the at-bat sails in high. Ethan Toller on deck for Glenn. Berglund starting to work a little more quickly here as this one's hit well, but ooh, that's just going to skip through the legs of
Shot up
Daniel Boyer.
middle. Couldn't handle shortstop. Going to give him a base hit on that.
Just skipping by. Daniel just got under his glove there.
Here's the second baseman, number 5.
Shane, they're going to go ahead and give him the base hit. So the no-hit bid for Ben Berglund ends after a 1 1/3, but still in a good position with 1 on and 1 out. 1-0 game for Eastview. Is this one first pitch to Ethan Toller going to miss the zone? That's ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Count evens up 1 apiece. 2 strikeouts in the game for Berglund.
One down.
Try not to let the lineup turn over here as Toller, the 8-hitter, is at the plate. The 1-1. Tries the bunt, but he not exactly sure what the term is for it, but the bunt equivalent of a swing, he didn't pull the bat back, I suppose. So that is a strike going on Toller 1 and 2. That is strike 3. Toller thought that one missed the zone, but he can't get the call. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Ben Berglund.
Ball strike 3. That's his second out.
Late call there. Toller had already turned away to the
Here's Peru,
Eastview dugout.
right fielder.
You see the Eastview dugout is over towards the score bug sign of the screen. Side where right-handed batters stand. That's a swinging strike. It's a foul ball there. It's Ethan Baruman up to the plate. 0-1 to him. 1 runner aboard, 2 outs. Berglund looking to get out of it. Ben taking his time on this one. The runner's going to go. Foul ball. So the runner will have to not go. Coronado, the first baseman, with the base hit here in the bottom of the second inning. As for the Patriots, it will be 2-3-4 in the top of the 3rd. 0-2 now. As that is another strikeout. Berglund strikes out the side, his 4th of the game. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be Huerta, Santana, and Torres for Eastview. Tyler
4th strikeout.
with a base hit there. The other 2 pair of strikeouts between them. We head to the top of the third right after this.
No runs.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Back in it for the top of the third. We are amidst what is easily Ben Berglund's best night on the mound, either in relief or as a starter. He has 4 strikeouts, struck out the side there in the second inning. 2 of them looking. He has a pair of swinging strikeouts and a pair of looking strikeouts. Brings up Tyler Huerta to start off the top of the third inning. Another inning of work for Campbell Krishwanski. He's through 2, giving up 3 hits and a walk. All 3 of those hits were in the first inning. The walk was in the second. That was all Eastview could do there. Huerta looking for another multi-hit game in his career. Going to start a rally here as he takes a big cut at the first pitch. That's strike 1. Hope you're all having a good good Tuesday evening here. We did get started a little bit late as we were only in the top of the third. About an hour 15 from the original scheduled start time. We got started a little bit after 7:30. So most of this game being played in the darkness. We were expecting to maybe get started even later, but thankfully we were able to get going just about half an hour after the original start time. Quick meeting there between the pitcher and catcher now. Back to the 0-1 for Tyler Huerta. That misses high. And another one. Might be having some trouble with the signs. Tyler adjusts his gloves. Still been waiting for another appearance for Tyler Huerta, number 3. Only that one Marble Falls game. Zip pitch drops in. Another good breaking pitch from Campbell Krishwanski. Now we've got a ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in the third inning, center fielder Tyler Huerta. The 1-2 from Krishwanski. That's going to miss downstairs. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Huerta looks sure about that one. Krishwanski comes set, the 2-2 upstairs. Full count now for Huerta. So it would be back-to-back leadoff walks in the second and third inning for Campbell Krishwanski if Tyler is able to work out one more here. The payoff. That's going to catch the inside corner. Froze Huerta a little bit. That's strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for Krishwanski. That's the first one looking for the Glen pitcher. A lot of strikeouts here. Across 2 into 6th full innings played, we have 8 strikeouts between these 2 teams. That's Quintanilla, excuse me, that's Santana. Looking at the wrong names here. Santana to the plate. 1 strike to him now. Struck out in the first. looking for a little more success here as he fouls this one back quickly, 0-2. Torres is on deck.
Jesus is in the hole here. 0-2. Gary Torres on deck.
Ryan pulling in the hole if we get to it. But now the 0-2 to Santana. Is that one high and tight? As Santana claiming that it hit him. Umpire won't give it to him. One did look inside. Felt like we might have heard something from here, but could have been something else. Now a ball and 2 strikes to Jesus. Looking for his first base hit. The 1-2. So he swings and misses at it. That's his second strikeout of the game. That's the 5th of the game for Krzyzwanski. He's got 2 of the 3 outs by strikeout here. So Gary Torres comes up. Ryan Pullen on deck. Torres also a strikeout victim there in the first inning.
Gary struck out his last time up. 5th strikeout for Krzyzwanski here.
As both these pitchers dealing, as these few fortunate enough to jump out to a 1-0 lead here in the game back in the first inning. Krzyzwanski still had 2 strikeouts in that inning of Santana and Torres. Already got Santana again here in the third. Gary with a 1-0 count. First baseman looking to get on first base. Looks at a called strike. As with a late start, certainly wouldn't mind a bit of a pitching duel. As here's the 1-1. As that's lifted high into the air, should be playable. Kind of into no man's land. Charging on it is the shortstop, Berryhill, and he's there to make the play for out number 3.
Shortstop Luke Berryhill to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down.
That is the first 3 up, 3 down inning for either side. It goes to Campbell Krzyzwanski and the Glen Grizzlies. It'll be the top of the order due up for Glen. Berryhill, Harris, and Hall coming up after this. You're listening to Eastview Baseball on Vype Live. Don't you go nowhere.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
I like the Eastview ballpark soundtrack a little bit more, I have to say, as we are now in for the bottom of the third. Man, all right. Some 3 doors down at the ballpark tonight. Kryptonite. As hopefully Ben Berglund can continue to be the Glen Grizzly Kryptonite as he is through 3 shutout innings, or 2 shutout innings as we now come to the bottom of the third. Only 1 hit in the game right now for Glen, as Luke Berryhill comes back to the plate. Lined out his first time up, as this one's going to miss upstairs for ball 1. At times, Ben has had a difficult time finding the zone, but it hasn't mattered yet. But now he's down 2-0 in the count. So the shortstop Berryhill lined out to a shallow playing Huerta there in the first inning to start the game. Here's the 2-0. That's lifted into the air. Might be another opportunity for Huerta, but this one not going to get back far enough. And Pullen going to drop this one. That ball's going to get to Santana. So Luke Berryhill aboard.
E4 on the play. Berryhill reaches first base.
Call that an error on Pullen. Brings up Holden Harris.
He walked his first time up. Red Hall on deck.
Don't see Ryan Pullen miss too many of those. He's been a pretty sure fielder, especially since he's really taken hold of that second base spot. As we do have some, as the runner's going to go, the bunt is just about perfect.
Perfect bunt by Holden Harris down the first baseline.
But it will be an out.
Barry held down to second base. Here's Brett Hall.
So the sacrifice gets the runner into scoring
His last time up.
position, but Holden Harris records the first out of the inning. Brett Hall coming to the plate. So we've got a little bit of lightning going on very far in the distance. Haven't heard any thunder, so hopefully we'll be good. There's not a cloud over us, and that storm's continuously moving away and away and away. We already got delayed. I don't think we need another.
AJ Click on deck.
You did get to watch the beginning of that NBA play-in game, though. So at least I had that. It's all about finding the positive. The positive right now is that Eastview has a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 count. That one couldn't have been closer, but Berglund doesn't get the call. It's now the 2-0. As that's hit well, that'll potentially get over the head of the left fielder, and that'll be one hopping off the wall and over the fence. That's a ground rule double. That should score the runner. So we've got a tie game here in the bottom of the third now. Nice swing of the bat for Brett Hall. There's a wind starting to pick up.
AJ bounced to the shortstop his last time up. Campbell Krizwanski on deck.
Brings up AJ Click. Going to try and give Glenn its first lead of the game. Now a strike to him. Campbell Krizwanski, the catcher, is on deck. The 0-1. Runner's going to go. It's a good jump. Swing and a miss for the strike. Santana knocks it down, but the throw is not there. So 0-2 to AJ Click, but Brett Hall is in third base safely. The 0-2. Fouled back, will stay alive. That's hit into the air. No man's land. Coming onto it is the right fielder. The runner's going to tag. There's a chance here for Quintanilla. One hop, and the tag is in time. A beautiful throw from the outfield from Logan Niederhauser. The pitcher doing pitcher things. As number 5 showing it out. As AJ Click can't convert the sacrifice, he flies out to right field, and the runner caught tagging.
Grizzlies managed to push across one run here at the bottom of the third to tie this ball game 1-1.
So Glenn does tie it up off the error and the double from Brett Hall. But a beautiful play from Logan Niederhauser to make sure that Glenn is not able to take the lead. We head now to the top of the fourth. It's Campbell Krizwanski who's really settled in. He'll be back for his fourth inning. And now for Eastview, it's 5, 6, 7, Pullen, Ellis, and Quintanilla. Go ahead and take a quick 30-second break. Hopefully that lightning stays at bay. We'll be back right after this.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Texas, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Time for Ryan Pullen to come to the plate. Ryan's 1 for 1 on the day. It was his single that brought in Ben Berglund. So Pullen with the only RBI on the day. As he hits this one, first pitch, that'll get past the second baseman. He is across first base. He's digging for 2. No, he will hold up. So that is 2 singles in the game for Ryan Pullen. He's got a multi-hit game.
Pullen's 2 for 2 tonight with 2 base hits.
Not a bad start for Ryan as we enter the 4th inning. Brings up Rendell Ellis. He grounded out his first time up. Yeah. But now with 1 aboard, he's got a chance to try and keep this inning going. Might try to bunt Pullen over. We've seen Eastview favor the small ball. As that one was tailing inside, Ellis swings at it. That's a foul ball for strike 1. Ellis looking to keep the hitting streak going. As Krishwanski checks Pullen at first. He will dive back. If you saw there, but Ellis did throw down the bunt. Might be the move here. This is the 0-1. That's going to miss outside. He was going to try and go for Pullen. The ball popped out of his glove, so Ryan will remain there at first base. Frustrating, just you see how many of these ballparks, it's just a little bit too wide to get both bases, both first and third. The runner's going to go here. Ellis going to swing at it. The throw is in time as the tag down, and it is. So Ryan Pullen gunned down at second base, caught stealing. A beautiful throw and catch. A.J. Click to Luke Berryhill. As Click, he has the arm. We've seen it. We've seen Eastview go on some of these a few times, and we've seen Click make the throws. They just haven't quite been in line, and that one as good as it could be. So with Ellis swinging at that, it's a 1-2 count, 2 outs. Actually, that's just the first out. Pullen was the leadoff man, was caught stealing, so 1-2, 1 out. Little misspeak as this one's fouled out of play and off the roof of the Eastview dugout. Ellis doing a good job staying alive. So I assume the same situation was meant to be in place, a hit and run. The 1-2. So this one's swung on. This one might get past the shortstop, and that's a bloop single for Rendell Ellis. Good job just to fight off the pitch. He dropped it right in where no one could get to it. Luke Berryhill just out of his reach. So that makes the caught stealing hurt all the more as Ellis wasn't quite able to execute the... The PA guy keeps saying Quintanilla, but they have the press box locked, so I can't tell him. Yeah. So it's Joe Quintanilla at the plate. Was back to the bag safely as Ellis. 0-1 to Quintanilla. So Quintanilla walked his first time up. As that's hit well, that'll carry out to left field, but playable for Harris. And Holden settling under it and making the putout, scampering back to first base is Rendell Ellis. But a nice swing with some good carry for Quintanilla.
Niederhauser,
Brings up Logan Niederhauser.
right fielder. Now back.
Logan struck out his first time up, but had just about the play of the game so far out and right.
Struck out his last time up. Daniel Boyer on deck.
As Logan takes a big cut, that's strike one. Both these pitchers were strikeout machines through the first 3 innings. First 2 innings. In the case of Ben Berglund, as that one drops into the zone, a nasty breaking ball from Campbell Krishwanski. But Krishwanski hadn't struck anybody out since the 3rd, and Berglund hasn't struck anybody out since the 2nd. But a good chance for one here as Logan Niederhauser is down 0-2 in danger of his second strikeout of the game. Here's Krishwanski. As that one misses just outside, that's 1-2. Yeah, as these Glen fans don't like those calls on the outside. But now 1-2 to Logan Niederhauser. Rendell Ellis, 2 outs on first base. The 1-2 runner goes as this one's chopped to the shortstop. Good job by Henry to go down and get that one. The throw over is in time, beating out the diving Niederhauser. So a ground out to third ends the 4th inning.
5-3 on the putout.
Glenn will come back to the plate. It'll be Campbell Krishwanski looking to give himself some help to get started in the 4th inning. It'll be Krishwanski, Henry, and Fortunato to get started in the top or the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll see if Ben Berglund's going to come out for another inning. I don't imagine that they would pull him quite yet. This staff likes to use their pitchers, and Ben Berglund is coming out there once again. So number 9 heads back to the hill for his 4th complete inning of work. We will be back with the bottom of the 4th. Right after this, you're listening to Patriot Baseball on Vype Live.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Back into our rain delay game. Five, 6, 7 for Glenn. And starting off is Campbell Krishwanski.
Leading it off here in the bottom of the 4th.
Krishwanski struck out his first time up, and he's a third of the way there now. First pitch swing for Ben Berglund. The 0-1. That's going to miss just low. That's a 1 ball, 1 strike to the pitcher, Campbell Krishwanski. Eastview scoreless since the 1st inning. The 1-1. Upstairs. Krishwanski seeing the plate right now. The 2-1. So he fouls this one back. So I always forget there's a net. You see it. For me, you see it from the people in front of me. Always leaping to action when someone fouls the ball back toward you. We've got plenty of protective netting in front of us, though. Time called by Campbell. He's looking at a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Berglund. That one upstairs, a little chin music for Campbell. So full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Berglund. Downstairs, that's ball 4, a leadoff walk for Glenn in the bottom of the 4th inning. brings up Vincent Henry, struck out to lead off the second inning in his first plate appearance. So Krishwanski is aboard with nobody out. A walk and a strikeout to him. Showing bunt, pulls it back just in time. So the 1-0, as Henry just able to get that bat back in time. As this umpire giving him a little bit of lenience as to how he's operating with the bat here. He's just kind of tugging it back instead of pulling it back. The 2-0, the throw over, not in time. The 2-0 is now a 3-0 count. So a 4-pitch walk to Vincent Henry. Some good luck on those calls. Brings up Rome Fortunato, a single in today's game. So 2 aboard with nobody out in the top of the 4th. So that one just sails over the head of Fortunato as the Eastview pitching. 4th innings tend to be tough, as now, after another ball, the coach is going to go ahead and have a conversation with Benny on the mound. He hasn't given Skip the ball yet. So it seems like Ben is going to go ahead and stick around here as nobody up in the Eastview bullpen right now. We've got a pretty good look at it. So after a stern talking to, Quintanilla back behind the plate. Rome Fortunato back into the batter's box. Ben Berglund back to the rubber. So the 1-0 count. See Glenn, first baseman, looking to give him the lead. Berglund took a long look at Krishwanski there at second base. Is now in the bottom of the 4th, 2 aboard with nobody out. Fortunato showing bunt all the way. Strike 1. So now Fortunato really with only 1 chance to get this bunt down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The big set of signs might change the approach altogether. Looks like Fortunato might be taking some cuts now. Berglund checks the runner at first. Fortunato takes that pitch on the outside corner. Tough take there for Fortunato. Don't see guys chasing at a whole lot of these pitches here this evening. Got plenty of backwards Ks in my book. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2.
2-2 the count now to Fortunato. Nobody down here in the bottom of the 4th.
Two balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Count's now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The payoff pitch from Berglund is lifted into the air. This one looks like it might stay in play. Torres is there. Gary able to chase that one down right in front of the Glen dugout. And a pop-up by Rome Fortunato to get the first out of the inning for Ben Berglund.
Here's Ethan Toller.
Brings up Ethan Toller. A strikeout. His first time up.
1 down here in the bottom of the 4th.
1 down, 2 on. 1-1 ball game. Ben Berglund checks the runner at first. The first pitch to him. That's going to miss downstairs. The 1-0. Shown bunt. This one bunted deep. That's going to be a tough play. No spot. Nothing to do about that one. With Boyer playing so far over to second base. As that one just gets by Berglund. As Ethan Toller really punched that bunt. So a bunt single for Ethan Toller. Loads the bases up. That's just a tough break for Eastview. Now Ethan Baruman. He is up with a chance to break this open a little bit. He struck out his first time up. First pitch to him. Misses downstairs. Berglund doesn't have anywhere to put him. The 1-0. Downstairs. So now 2-0 to the Grizzly right fielder. The 2-0. Berglund looking in. Here's the pitch. So that one just inside as Baruman did a good job of just selling it by turning away from it. As he is in there on the plate as well. Here's the 3-0. Ball 4 and the Grizzlies have the lead. So now Berglund having some hard time with the ball and strike calls. So Campbell Krishwanski comes home. As Ben Berglund, his night will end here through 3 1/3. Are we putting Huerta on the mound? How about it? I haven't seen him yet. It looks like it's going to be Tyler. I like his defense out in center, but we're going to go with Tyler. See if Huerta is able to get out of it. It's a heck of a time to see his first pitching appearance in district. Bases are juiced, 1 out. 1 run already coming across here in the inning. So that's a run in back-to-back innings for Glenn. They lead at 2-1. So Huerta coming to the mound with a 1 out, bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th. He's got some work to do.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
So Huerta to the mound for Eastview. They trail it 2-1. Bases loaded here in the bottom. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th.